Hi everyone, it's Julie Hutchison here from Think Be Do Leadership in my car again. Today I want to talk about why people don't do what they say they're going to do. So this might be if you've got a team and you've asked them to do something, then they say, yep, no problem. Or if maybe they're on your online course, or maybe they're in a course and you've given them some work to do and they say, yeah, I'm going to do that. And they, funnily enough, don't seem to do it. Now, I was having a conversation with some colleagues the other day about a frustration of, well, why aren't these people doing it? I've given them a plan, they know what to do. Why have they not done it? And what we came to the conclusion of was that in this instance, there was one major thing that was stopping them. And that was that the person who was giving them the work to do knew how to do it. So actually thought what was really easy was actually it wasn't as easy as they thought. So they said, well, just go and do this, and thought, yep, that's easy enough, that's just going to take them a couple of days or whatever the amount of time was. But in reality, when we looked at what she'd asked them to do, it wasn't for them natural, it wasn't for them easy. And so it was just one big ball of a thing that they needed to do, which wasn't broken down into small steps. And because of that, one, they were overwhelmed. Two, they were thinking, well, this is just too hard, it's too much, and it's going to take too much time out of my day. So they didn't do it. So what that meant was that it left the trainer, the manager, frustrated. It left them frustrated and feeling like they don't really know how to do something, and nothing got done. So breaking things down into much, much smaller pieces than you might think is necessary is actually really important for people, because, well, you know what it's like. If you chunk something down into small pieces, you can feel like you've ticked the box. You can feel like you've done something and you've achieved something. And if you're anything like me, if you've achieved something, then you feel better, and then you feel like you can achieve the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And that means that altogether you've probably done the same thing, but you've broken it down into much more easily manageable steps. Now, you might think this is really obvious, but in reality, when we ask people to do things, we don't do this. So that means that we think we've given them a task, but actually we've given them a big jumble of tasks, and we are unconsciously setting them up to fail. And I know you don't want to set your employees, your staff, or your team up to fail. You want to set them up to succeed, because that means you succeed too. But when we're unconscious about this, we're not thinking, what steps do I need this to be? Then we fall foul of this mistake of just giving it to them and hoping for the best. Now, we broke those steps down for my colleague, and it was easy for her. She said, well, that looks really simple. And that's the point. If it's really simple, people will go ahead and just get on with it. So my question to you is, what are you not breaking down? What are you giving your staff, giving your employees to do that they may actually think, that's a little bit tricky and I'm not sure how to even start with that, and it's just too much and they're overwhelmed? What is it that you're doing? So if you want to comment below, what is it that you do that you think you better change? That's great. Or perhaps you just want to go out there and make a change, because we don't always want to say what it is. So please go and have a look at what you're putting out there and wondering why it hasn't been done, and ask yourself the question, do I need to break it down into smaller pieces? Thanks for listening. It's Julie Hutchison, Think Be Do. Come and join our Facebook group, Leaders with Impact, and you can learn more tips from me and others in that group. Thank you. Bye-bye.